My co-host for this interview is Yael. Yael, welcome back to the stage, my brother.
Man, salute to you, and salute to the room. Salute to everybody on live, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. This is going to be some great content, man. Meeka, appreciate you.
Yes, and we do have Baby Clues. Here's Baby Clues. I'm going to introduce him to the live. Baby Clues, go ahead. You can say hi to everybody.
I salute to everybody, and I appreciate everybody for taking time out their day to hear my side of my story. And I'm very grateful for it. Can you hear me?
Yep, that was good.
These jail falls, hey, Aggie.
So Baby Clues is calling from in jail. So you guys be gracious. This is a part two to the first reading of Cholo's paperwork that I had on the previous episode of This Ain't That. So this is the part two where we're telling Baby Clue's side of the story, where these two young brothers was, removed from a car that was wrapped around the light pole and connected by the police to a shooting that took place. They were convicted. One defendant, one person, Cholo, is screaming innocent at this point. Put four people on the stand. He also took the stand to defend himself, even in an appeal. And I showed y'all the paperwork where his mouth actually spoke and basically put him at the scene of the crime.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
He put this man at the scene of the crime. He told the people that a sweater that had gun residue on it, told them that he was wearing it out of his own mouth. Basically just rolled all over this man. So now we're here to listen to Baby Clue's side of it.
I just want to start, to where basically, like I said, they're not just promoting, free me. They're just making me as a bad guy. Nobody's not looking at it as, we both innocent. We both fighting for our lives to get back out to our family. And, the struggle is real, And me personally, I'm speaking for myself. I wouldn't, no matter how bad I want to come home, I wouldn't throw nobody under the bus or go against my morals. You know what I'm saying? To get to where, coming home to where I want to go. So if I gotta go through a struggle, then I'm gonna go through a struggle. And I believe I'm still gonna come home, but I'm not gonna, do something I can't come back from.
How did you feel sitting in that courtroom and seeing these people? Did you see these people take the stand on you?
Well, yeah. It was just shocking because I'm like, this is all a lie. And then the judge, I mean not the judge, but the lawyer is telling me like, oh, Janae canceled. She said she's gonna get on the stand and help both of y'all. She said she's gonna get on the stand and help both of y'all. This is what my Carney's lawyer is saying. So I'm like, oh, all right, for so. Then she get on the stand and say some whole other stuff, and I'm just like, whoa, I never said anything like that. I don't know nothing that you talking about, So yeah, it was real crazy right there. Yeah, real crazy.
Yeah, I can only imagine what was going through your mind at that time. And Cholos was basically saying like his people that kind of like, because they started like DMing me when they see me rolling this out and stuff like that. They were like, oh, well, he took the stand for himself. Is that something that's normal and where you guys come from? Like, because I know civilians are going to think, look at this from a different standpoint. But knowing that you pled allegiance to a certain set of rules coming from, where y'all come from, is that frowned upon for him taking a stand like that?
Me personally, I don't know. Like, I can't say that. It's not like you got to understand and say like, oh, yeah, soccer this and that. Me personally, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I can't really hear you.
I said, me personally, I don't see anything wrong with you getting on the stand and you defending or you like trying to help yourself, as long as you not getting on the stand telling on nobody. Or you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And did you feel like he told on you?
No, no,
Okay.
no, no. I don't feel like he told on me. I feel like it's in the paperwork. His family made stories up. You know what I'm saying? Against me, so that so that he can make me look like the bad guy.
Okay. And did you take?
It's in the paperwork.
Did you take the stand?
No, I didn't take the stand. No,
Did
I didn't.
Did you call any witnesses?
No, I didn't. I don't. Nah, I don't remember me having no witness.
Right. Okay. So tell me from your perspective, um, exactly what has it been like since you guys been convicted, and now Cholo is claiming innocent and been trying to get out, but like putting it in a way where, well, not just putting it in a way, flat out saying it was you and not him. How has your how has it been for you?
Well, on that note, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it should free. It should be free both of us. If I had the spotlight or whatever on myself or whatever the money, I'm gonna put it forward to both of us. I'm not gonna be like, oh man, just free one guy. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I get past it. It's been 11 hard years. You know, I'll be in the law library fighting hard. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard. You know what I'm saying? When you don't have a lawyer and you don't have people that has the money to get you a good, you know what I'm saying, a good lawyer. Instead of you having a state appointed that's going to do what he want to do instead of listening to what you've been actually doing, studying your case. But it's been hard though, you know. But I'm grateful. You know, I appreciate the struggle. I appreciate the good days and the bad days. You know, so it just makes me go harder, and I will never give up because I am coming home.
And you said that the lawyer told you that the witnesses were supposed to go up there and speak for both of you. So that was the impression that you had. And then they went up there and said something totally different. Were were you able to say anything at that point? What was going through your mind?
Yeah, because like
You have 60 seconds remaining.
this is in trial, so they like yeah, Janae, she's gonna be on the stand and help both of y'all, and you know it's gonna be for both of y'all. So I'm like, all right, for sure. You know, I'm all for it. It's for the both of us. So when she get up there and tell a whole lie and make up a whole story that doesn't even make sense, I'm right there like, wow. You know, I just couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? I'm 21 years old. You know, and I'm sick to my stomach. Like, wow, now I see what's going on. And then the other dude get on the stand and and make up a whole another story. The reason why I'm up here. So it was just like it was crazy at that time in that moment in my life.
Yeah. Okay, you gonna call us right back?
Yeah, when we play that back,
Okay.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Yeah. So you said that you were sick to your stomach when you seen that, and then the other dude got up there and testified. So
Yeah, yeah. These are all his people. These are all my co-defendant people like that. It
right.
was just like it's just like damn. I'm sick. Like I said, I was sick to my stomach. I ain't see this coming. I ain't see this happening. You know, so I'm just like, why is these lies being told on me?
And I want to intercept real quick. The fact that the witnesses did not help. If it was supposed to be free, both of them, right? You don't get your witnesses to get on the stand and say, "Hey, it this wasn't there or this wasn't that," and then all of a sudden you got one particular witness saying, "Hey, this individual had this on them." It's not conducive to helping both of them, because now instead of helping both, you're trying to put everything on one. Why would the witnesses want to help you get out of jail if the focus is getting him out of jail? Somebody has to be the downfall guy. So what happens is the lawyer tells the person he's helping, hey, whatever we need to do to get you up out of here, we're going to do it. So you have to be privy of this information before the lawyer just makes his decision to put them on the stand. I have to talk to the person locked up and say, hey, listen, this person's going to get on the stand on your behalf. Are you okay with them saying this? You either going to say yes or you're going to say no. And the fact that people agreed to saying yes and allowing that person to get on the stand, you're held accountable also.
So why do you think that they just, because this is your friend from for years, right? Cuz
Yeah, we grew up with each other.
yeah. So why do you think that they just decided to just, the whole family just decided to just flip and be like, we gonna put this on him? What's the history or the nature of that?
Uh, well, me personally, it just they went into shit, they family mode, like shit. We just gonna pick, kill him over, what I'm saying, baby close. And that's what they did. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see. So
Yeah.
and it was like, it don't matter whatever it takes, whatever we gotta do, that's what we gonna do.
And have you guys been able to, like, have you been like put on the same yard with him in some way? Have you ever been able to talk to him and, like, ask him like, bro, why you do that? Has that ever been able to happen?
Uh, well, well, we ain't been on the same yard, but we was with each other in the county jail before they made us keep away because of his family members. So they made me and him as keep away. So like right now, I'm in Calipat. I'm on B yard in Calipat. He in Calipat. He on A yard. So so I haven't got a chance to get face to face with him. And then, like I said, they got separated because his family members on the case is lying on him.
Mm, okay. And when he makes his appeals, does that affect you, being that you guys are on the same case?
Right now, we not even. It's like it'll affect me because we not even like together. Like they don't got our case together no more. It's separated. So whatever they want to say, whatever our views, what I'm saying, to help him, and if it's throwing more shade on me, what I'm saying, it's going.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
So essentially, whatever he's throwing on you, because your case is separate now, it's literally making it harder for you to fight your appeal to get out. Right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what their attorney's gonna do. Their attorney's gonna make, or they gonna tell them what to do and how they feel about it. But you still gotta sign off on it.
And you don't have a lawyer, but I'm sure he got all this Roddy Rich money, and the family got money. He got a big lawyer or something.
I don't have a lawyer. I just do the state attorneys that want to do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And and they're gonna file what they want to file. So it's be hard for me. I got to go to a law library and file stuff.
So BC, knowing that the witnesses were not in your favor, knowing that he previously got on the stand in his appeal and said all of these things, which are in black and white, do you feel that he's attempting and trying to put this case on you solely, being that he has a lawyer that's willing to do whatever it is he has to do and making Kellum privy of this information? Do you feel that he's trying to put the case on you? Yes or no?
Yeah, I do. I honestly do. Yeah, I feel like, yeah. I'm gonna say yeah because as whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like if they saying this, oh well, look, if you gotta say this to get out, then they actually will you say this to get out, and you doing it. You know what I'm saying? You promoting it. So I feel like that. I honestly do.
100%.
Now, has because Yael on our first interview with just Yael, he was telling me how like the family was suppressing this information, like the family was like really like I don't know, like tied into the industry and they had a little bit of money and they were able to like suppress the fact that you have been basically the fall guy for this whole situation for your co-defendant to make himself seem innocent to get out, right? So like I'm just wondering, has that affected your time in prison? Has that made it any harder or unbearable in any way?
Well, anything that's pertaining to him, right? It really, like I said, it really don't bother me. You know what I mean? Like what bothers me is, what I mean, I'm in prison.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And y'all just say y'all just screaming free him. My whole thing is like, man, don't forget about me. I ain't doing nothing wrong. I got a family. You know what I'm saying? I want to live life too. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to go travel. I don't want to die in prison. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna die in prison, but you know what I'm saying? This is not who wants to wake up in prison each and every day. And then like I said, if I have the power or I can shine a light on both of us to get both of us out, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna try to, to shine a light on myself and then overlook you and just leave you in your circumstances. That's not righteous. Nothing righteous about that. So
do you think that he will be able to that he would have if he was trying to push for both of y'all? Because the only reason it sounds like, okay, so just for the people that's listening, we're focused on what he's doing because this person has more resources. Clues don't have the resources that this person has to push this case forward to get anybody out of jail. The other person, Cholo, has Roddy Ricch, his family, access to Kim Kardashian, which that's how I found the case, so I'm just wondering at this point, would he have any action? Do you think that if he was pushing both of y'all, will he have the same action to get out? If he was pushing both of y'all with all these resources that he has, if he was saying free both of us, we didn't do anything, get us out of here, do you think that he would have the same chances without blaming you?
yeah, because it's clear as day that we both didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? From the video, they don't have no video. You don't have no witnesses. You don't have no phone towers. None of this type of stuff. Oh, like these are the type of things that you're supposed to point out. You're not supposed to try to point out to your co-defendant. You know what I'm saying? Like or something on your co-defendant or let something fly on your co-defendant. Y'all supposed to work together. Two brains is better than one. Y'all work together. Help each other. Come home. It's not, you know what I'm saying? This is not no, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, if it's something that's to get me out, well, I'm going to kill you and then I can get out. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? That's both. Why we can't both go home? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So you feel like he had the same chances at the same way he blaming it on you? Because to me, it looked like he like, well, shoot, if I say neither one of us did it, it might not work. But if I say he did it and I didn't do it, they still got somebody and they satisfied and I can go home. What do you think about that way of looking at it? Do you think that's the easier route and that's why he's taking it?
I'm me thinking, like I say, like it man, we grown. We just know right from wrong. So That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
know, so right. We know what's right and we know what's wrong, and if you can sleep with what you doing or and what lines you stand on, whatever the case may be, or whatever you feel like you're doing something right, when you look up in the mirror, what do you see? A great man, or you see whatever you see? That's something that he gonna have to live with.
Why didn't you take the stand? Why didn't you choose to get up there and defend yourself?
For one, because the DA they gonna take something and try to make it into this and get you to fabricate and lie, try to get you. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't with that. I ain't want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I didn't do.
And you didn't have any witnesses. Was that because you really didn't have no witnesses, or you just couldn't find any that would get up there and
You have 60 seconds remaining.
I would say I didn't have those witnesses. So this, I would say I couldn't do it. I couldn't find it because this is a made up story.
right?
You know?
Yeah, because I found it kind of odd that you had none and he had four, and then later on I'm finding the people are saying like they made up a story and paid people to get on the stand. So I wanted to know, yeah, why you didn't have any, but
Hey man, listen, you're doing a great job. Real quick, everybody, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Salute to Meeka Love for shedding a lot on this story right now. If you're feeling the content, make sure you follow, subscribe to Meeka Love. Salute to you, man. Dope interview. More to come. If you look when you look at the internet and you look at everybody who's reposting Cholo, they don't care to see the paperwork. They're just like, oh, that's Cholo connected to the family that got Roddy Rich on, connected to this and that. And baby, Eric is just basically he's collateral damage. At this point, he's collateral damage. And getting somebody to fabricate a story and put extras on um, their quote unquote uh, they're get as a witness being on the stand, they're stretching out a lie. You're just stretching a lie out. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I know he's trying to keep it clean. He doesn't want to say anything that's incriminating, which is 100% understandable. But in this sense right now, just knowing that this man is putting himself out on the internet saying free me and nobody's vindicating Eric is just wrong within itself. And then the pre-trial transcripts of him getting up there saying all of these things, he didn't have this and he wasn't wearing that, and this is in the paperwork. This
yeah,
is what he's saying in the paperwork. And then countering that, he is knowledgeable of people getting on the stand in his favor and the lawyer elaborating that to him. This is crazy, and it's sad that individuals are leaning towards the popular vote versus just bringing both people home and not saying anything and concocting stories in the first place. If they wouldn't have done it in the first place, Meeka, we wouldn't even be here. You know what I'm saying? If you wouldn't have made up these stories in the first place and putting false lies on the stand, you wouldn't even be at this situation right now. Sometimes you got to ride it out, and then with no evidence, they'll let you out. But in this case, they want to come home. So this individual want to come home so bad, he didn't pre-think that your witnesses will uh,
among you.
ultimately damage your situation.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just sad, man.
This
Yeah,
call and your telephone will be monitored and recorded.
yeah. So basically, I was saying because they were saying I was reading, I was getting some some insights onto the story, and they were saying like basically the story was made up, that his Cholo's whole defense was made up, and that they really didn't know who did the shooting on the case. And by him providing all this evidence for himself, or defendant's defense for himself, it kind of just corroborated some of the stuff that they thought, like putting himself in certain places and saying he was doing this, which corroborated that, or whatever. So just knowing that he had four witnesses and you had none, and I was just wondering, like, why didn't he have anything at all? And you're saying yes, because the story was made up.
Well, once I'm just speaking on me. Like I said, y'all read the paperwork, y'all looked at it, y'all seen that his cousin fabricated this story. Police, his cousin, you know what I'm saying, the Newton dude, that they ran in his house, and you know what I'm saying.
And Newton was a confidential informant, right?
And he basically just made up a story.
Wasn't he a
If you
confidential?
look and read in the paperwork and see everything that plays out, you gonna see that it's a lie. Ain't none of this stuff is true. None of this.
So Eric, so wasn't Newton a confidential informant himself, right?
Yeah, he was a confidential informant for him. Yes.
And you saying that was their cousin? Because it didn't say that in the paperwork.
Yeah, that's his cousin. Yeah, that's Lamont Trimmer. That's his cousin.
Yeah, because it said that he was an informant, but this is news. Understanding that was his actual cousins. So the cousin is a whole informant.
Well, he's a whole informant.
Yeah. He's the reason why this whole BS, all this BS came because they ran the house and found a gun on him, I guess, or whatever, and he made up a story. Well, right here, right there.
Oh wow! So that's how that happened. They weren't even looking for y'all. They was looking for the cousin, who was an informant. When they ran in the house to get that, they found a firearm and he made a story about it, which tied you and your co-defendant into all of this.
Yeah, this is how everything really came about. You know what I'm saying? And really, everything came about. It wasn't we seen these dudes right here, the cell phone power, none of it. Because remember, I told you, Meeka, they had all this is in the paperwork. They had an FBI agent get on the stand, and he said that stalker your phone or telephone doesn't put you guys at the crime scene or doesn't put you guys in y'all hood. All of the phone towers saying that y'all been competent. So it's saying we can be anywhere in Compton, but we wasn't right there at some crime center.
Right.
This is something that they putting the spotlight on.
Wow.
So basically, I'm gonna reiterate real quick, Eric. So basically, in a vast case to try to come home without them chronologically thinking, they made up stories, put people on the stand knowing that they shouldn't have done that, to even fabricate this, to come up with these stories to try to get him to come home versus not saying anything and then both of you guys being able to come home together. So, but the fact that they went and put people on the stand and they lied, it didn't help you guys at all.
It just made it more messier, like, you know. It made it more messier than, to me, it made my eyes view more clearer what was really going on. Once you sit down for 11 years and get to reading your paperwork, and you get to look at people like, dang, this is why this is like this, or damn, you know.
So when you guys got in the accident, you just went to the hospital as two people that was in the accident.
Yeah, that's what that was. It was two people in crisis.
Okay, and then you guys were recovering.
For no murder or nothing like this. Nothing like that.
After that, so days later is when the raid happened, when they were looking for the cousin who's an informant. And then when he make up the story, so they seize all y'all stuff and start going through the cell phones, which is how they got Cholo's text messages and stuff like that. Like they got all this information, but this was all because people were getting scared, trying to defend themselves.
I don't know what he was doing, but I know the police was just trying to build a case there, and they was looking for some fall guys. That's what, you know.
Right. So essentially, if everybody would have just sat still and just let the police made them do their job, in my opinion, it sounded like they could have had a good chance of not being able to build a case at all if they would have been able to have to put the pieces together themselves. So I get what you're saying, Yael. So tell me, okay, so how did they come and get you? So they put y'all in jail while they was investigating, or they came and got y'all when it was like dead bang? They like, oh yeah, y'all gotta go.
Nah, it wasn't even that. Like, they didn't even have no evidence. It was just his cousin. Once again, his cousin made up a story and then they put a warrant out for my arrest, and because AJ was in jail for a parole violation, you know, and you know what I'm saying, and I was on the street or whatever, and then they came and got me, and then like I said, when we went to the preliminary hearing, whatever, they didn't even have no evidence. They bounded us over because we was gang members. But you know, me finding out, like I say, you go to a law library, you find out, you do your legal work. It's not against the law for you to be a gangbanger. It's only against the law for you to commit a crime for your gang. Mm-hmm. But this is why we got bound over there.
And did y'all have lawyers at that point when y'all was fighting the case? Y'all had public defenders.
Yeah, we have public defenders.
So at this point, would it if okay, at the time, let's say y'all got out of jail, would you be able to be like a friend to this person that tried to take your life from you?
Yeah, I mean, we can, you know, like, we can be friends, but what I'm saying is, like, I don't have to be arrested.
He must have lost service.
Thank you for using Global Power.
Okay, what you saying? You say you don't have to be around them.
Yeah, like, cause once I come home, right? Like, once I come home and all that, like, you know what I'm saying, and whatever, like, I don't have no ill intentions or no bad feelings towards no bad blood. It's just, you know, I'm not gonna be around you. I'm not gonna be, you know. Hey, it is what it is. I gave enough of my life to, you know, the system, so I have no time to keep sitting around wasting my time or my life around people that doesn't care for me or have a care for me. So, you know, I'm just gonna start spending time with people I know that love me and actually care for me.
Yeah, and then when you went to jail, I mean, you had you had everything going for yourself, right? You had like what? You had a little baby. I'm pretty sure your baby didn't grown.
Yeah. I had a nice life. I did. I had a nice life. I actually did, and that's all I wanted to get back to. That's all I'm saying. Get back to living my life, you know, and having more kids and just going taking trips. You know, just seeing the world. Life is much bigger than just, you know, Compton. Life is just much bigger than the New Women's and Orange. You know.
Mm-hmm. So, what are the steps that you are trying to take? Like, how could people assist you, if any, with you trying to, you know, the process of trying to, you know, come home?
I mean, it's hard though, you know. So as you know, what I'm saying, right now it's really hard. But I'll be trying to have people just put money to the side. You know what I'm saying? You know, send money on the cash app to where I can accumulate some type of money and put it towards the, you know, me getting a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Or some type of pay me down for a lawyer. So that's what I'm on right now as this new year kicking off.
Yeah, okay. So I do have your Cash App, and I'll put it up so anybody listening that, you know, feels compelled to do anything toward helping this brother, you know, seek some type of redemption. I'll put the Cash App there, and you guys can do and support as you feel.
Man, I just hope that, you know, the things that we're doing right now, it resonates with individuals to understand that um, anything that you do out here, you know, and thinking too swiftly, and you're not really chronologically thinking about the repercussions of anything, can turn on you very drastically. You know what I'm saying? You got people who claim that they're your friends. You know, in this situation, you got two brothers, and one brother thinking that the brother is his friend, and then you look up, you got a split case, witnesses, and all of a sudden a whole case is trying to get put on one person without saying free both of them. Mm-hmm. And this is where when people say, "Oh, it's hood business, leave it in the hood. Oh, we're a family." This is not a good example of family. This is a horrible example. So yeah.
I just want to say thank you, Meeka. I want to say thank you, y'all, for y'all time, and you know, and I appreciate y'all helping me get my story out. And so I'm very grateful and thankful for getting my voice heard on.
No problem.
I'm at work, so it's kind of like I'm in and out. But the reason why I said yeah at the end of that was because, like I said, if you wouldn't have moved so hastily to try to come home and would have just shut your ass up and thought about things, because people be thinking they doing something smart and they really moving stupid. That was very that was a lot of stupidity being orchestrated. Whoever was the one behind that talking about some, yeah, say this, yeah, do this, yeah, we're gonna put it on him. You just basically put somebody at the scene of something that didn't even happen by a witness who can't even be credible because they made up a lie.
Monitored and recorded.
This is not even credible in these circumstances.
And it was just basically like false information. This is none of this stuff ever happened. Like, that's what I say. If an FBI agent got on the stand and he said that the cell phone tower doesn't put me at the crime scene or I wasn't in my hood, I was just somewhere in Compton, then that states a lot. Everything from the clothes, just how everything played out. You read and really look. If I get a lawyer and they really look into the case, Meeka, they're gonna. I really believe I'm gonna come home. I just don't have the money, or I just don't have the lawyer for them to do it.
Honestly, when I first was interested in covering your story, I had no idea that you guys got gaffled the way y'all did. They were looking for somebody else, because when they brought up the confidential informant, I was wondering, what did he have to do with this? You know what I'm saying? And now I understand that they were looking for him, found a gun, and he literally made up a story and pulled you guys into a situation, and then they further continued to fathom a story out of being scared, and really overall just fucked you and your co-defendant with the lies that they were telling, creating a story.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah, basically, yeah. It's no actual fact. They got no proof, no nothing. They just going off hearsay. All this is made up.
And
the
then
reason why I say it's hearsay is because of Newton. If Newton, if Newton would have never said none of this, none of this hearsay would have had me up here.
Right. But him being a confidential informant, they probably felt like, oh yeah, we could believe what he's talking about with no evidence.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
And y'all didn't know that he was a confidential informant until this happened?
Wait, who you talking about? The dude,
Newton.
Nah, we didn't know that.
So this is how everybody found out he was working, which was this case.
Wow.
Dang. Yeah, that's crazy. His whole own cousin.
But that just goes to show you the time, the like the footprints of this family and the type of activities that they've been, doing for a long. They've been doing this for a long time. The fact that your cousin got on the stand, the fact that the cousin got on the stand is horrible. Then you go back to Freddie Sanders. The fact that the mama and the brother got on the stand and lied. It's like, and then it's more. It's like, what more are we gonna uncover from this family with these atrocities that's been happening towards people who they've been calling homie and whatever the case, and talking about some, we a village and we a family. You can't be a family and you got one family going against everybody. If you're not a part of this family, you gonna get gone against. And it's like it's starting to see like they've been doing shit like this for a long time, and now it's coming out, and it's like, what the hell, man? What the hell? Now you got Eric sitting in jail on made up lies of a witness who can't even be credible because she lied. You lied. And then he said it in his appeal argument that this ain't this, and I ain't had nothing to do with this, and this is his. Like, what?
He did. I seen that.
How do you say that? How do you say this is his when you're saying that this was a made up story, and you're countering that saying this is his? How do you say that? This is a track record going with these individuals, man, and it's sickening. It's sickening, Meeka, and I'm quite frankly, I'm tired of it, and I'm glad that the light's being shown of it. And anybody associated with them afterwards, it's in them to do that. I don't care how long I've been knowing somebody. You do foul, I'm cutting your ass off, and you getting exposed. Because this shit is black and white. You looked this shit up and came right up. It's in black and white. It's public records. And if you a snitch quietly, your ass gonna get exposed publicly.
So, but if everybody know or have had knowledge that this family has been involved in this kind of stuff, Clues, you didn't second guess with like hanging around this family, or was
he didn't really? My bad. Go ahead.
Well, it wasn't like that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, growing up and shit, like, around, like, when we was growing up, it was different. It was more like love, unity, you know what I'm saying? It was like honest, you know what I mean? Like, so it wasn't like that. Mm-hmm. You know, I found all this out on this case right here, how everything else played out. It wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like that at first. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh. So, yeah, when did you first start hearing about this?
Say that again, Meeka.
I said, when did you first start learning of the family's behaviors and activities and their history? Around the time he did? This case kind of opened the window for everybody to know what they've been doing?
Well, for me, I started to hear about... Oh, go ahead, my bad. Was Eric saying something, or was you speaking to me?
I think he was trying to say something.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, no, she said that, like, when did we find out? I found out about this case. Like, I mean, when this happened to me, this is how I found out everything about the family. Right.
Like I used to hear little stuff, Meeka. Like I would hear little stuff, but it wasn't nothing concrete. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, dudes will go off like, if it ain't in black and white, we can't, you know what I'm saying, we can't politic. So as I started to get older, right? Like in my late 20s, I would hear stuff like, I would hear homies getting into it with each other, like, man, and your family is snitch, man, and they put the homie in jail. Woo. And I'm like, wait, what is he talking about? Because I didn't even know who Freddie was. I didn't know Freddie. I didn't know who Casper. I didn't know none of these individuals until, like, I want to say late 2019, because Casper got told on. He was like, I'm good. I'm good. You niggas and told on a nigga, and y'all niggas is cool with the snitches. He was like, I'm cool. Freddie get lied on and get put in jail, and then it just seemed like it gets swept under the rug, like nobody really talk about it. It wasn't until, for me, officially, like 2019, where everything started pouring out. Like, I had got into it with a nigga in the hood. I'm like, man, nigga, you niggas snitching, woo. I'm tripping. I'm pressing, like, man, we can get in all that. And my homie was like, bro, you need to know what's going on, because it seemed like ain't nobody really telling you what's going on. Like, they just wanted me to just be the sagger and don't politic on the homies, because it's a hood thing. But that's like, the hood ain't taking care of the business. Y'all not doing nothing right. You know what I'm saying? And then when I find out that they fouled, now you got one of the family members trying to get on in the industry to make it like, well, we gonna put some real ones on. We gonna do this music shit and put some real ones on. And the whole time, I was one of the ones that was getting politics on to do the music with. And I didn't understand why, but it was to try to put them back in good graces. Now that they got Roddy Ricch and they back on, everybody like, well, shit, he ain't snitch on me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I wasn't around when that nigga was snitching. I wasn't around when the mama lied on the son. On the homie. I wasn't around, but it was a lot of people that knew, that didn't say nothing to our generation like that. It might have been a few cats that knew of it, but they probably ran it by me a little bit here and there, but it wasn't that serious to them, because it's like, we doing our own thing. You get what I'm saying? And then when I started digging deep and asking questions, everything started coming to the light. I'm like, what? Like, what? Hold on. This nigga got on the stand on the homie and lied, and this nigga went and came back with his mama and lied and put the homie in jail because the nigga got beat up. It was just all type of shit. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't fuck with these niggas. And then niggas would start, oh man, They got the bag, bro. We trying to get on. We need to fuck with them because they own right now. I'm like, bro, I'm not fucking with nobody because they own. I'm cool. And then I just start politicking more and more and more. And niggas was in their feelings about it. You know what I'm saying? Had to sock on a few niggas. Niggas was acting like they was niggas like they was somebody, and I had to sock on them. And then it was like, I can't fuck with these niggas. They gonna put the police on me.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So once I found out the whole everything, I just backed off. Like, I ain't fucking with you niggas. I'm cutting you niggas off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you niggas ain't politicking right. Y'all keeping the snitches, the selective politicking snitching. Y'all want to keep them to yourselves and then politic on everybody else. How do you do that? If you ain't a part of that family and you snitch, you good. But now it's starting to seem like you got to have some smut on your name to be a part of that little group, the BVEs and the Rock Solids. You got to have some smut on your name to fuck with them. Because if you ain't got no smut on your name, it's like, how can we utilize you? You get what I'm saying? And it's like, I ain't got no smut on my name, so they can't. They don't want to fuck with me because I'm gonna expose you, and you gonna feel how you want to feel.
What do
You
you
know?
say to people? Because I told you they started like reaching out and wanting to say they side or whatever. What do you feel to the people that want to be like, Yael just mad? He just mad because he didn't sign a deal we signed with Roddy,
Mm-hmm.
and Roddy blew up, and now he trying to discredit the family.
Well, you can't discredit something when you have the credit and the receipts. That's first off. Secondly, I am so happy that I didn't sign those deals with them. All praises to the Most High for giving me wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and dealing with the individuals that's around me to this day. Around that time, Meeka, around the time that they said I was like in my feelings, I was already working with Wally the Sensei, writing a record with him. That
Mm.
was Scandalous. That was
And
2020. You feel me? So when you think about that timeline from 2020, how can I'm not even worried about y'all? I was doing my own thing, making music with other people. I was going in and out of town. I was doing all other stuff. I wasn't worried about them. That's why he was like, "Oh, I was in the hood shooting videos. If I'm such a fake Crip, why you let me shoot videos, nigga? I wasn't around 24/7. I was doing my own thing, and they know that. But it's gonna look like I'm hating because when I told them Roddy shouldn't be from the hood. He just want to be a rapper and everything. Niggas was like, well, he need a hood background story so it can be authenticated. Anybody that hear this now gonna be like, oh, he's hating. They're just mad because I'm exposing the people that they want to be around for the clout, to be in pictures, to go to concerts, to try to get on. I'm not bitter. I don't care about nothing of what they got going on. But when you parade around and you say you live the lifestyle that I come from, that I put blood.
Oh, there you go.
Hello?
Yeah, something happened. Oh, he probably gonna leave and come back. But yeah, so you basically right now your main focus is you just trying to get a lawyer so you can, get back in court and
Yeah, that's like what it is. Like, come home. Like, I'm not no jail dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no nigga that's just in jail. This like, and I'm in jail for something I didn't do.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm still staying solid though. I'm on the main line. You know what I'm saying? Like, no fuck shit, no fuck shit, no none of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, excuse my language, but just I'm real. You know what I'm saying? Authentic.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that's what I wanted to
I'm
get
still
into.
going through the struggle.
Cause yeah, cause people like I had people contacting me like, oh well, why has his co-defendant been on the same yard for 11 years, but clues is bouncing around from one yard to the next yard. They saying that you getting rolled up from yard to yard. Is that true? What do you have to say to people that's putting that on your name right now?
Look, this is like, hey, this is so funny though. Like that's not true. So what happens is that if you catch a certain amount of write-ups, you know what I'm saying, and you keep getting into altercations, nigga, like, this is fact. This is why I keep my paperwork for your 128, and it shows that you have enemy. You have enemies. A lot of dudes I get into it, they be enemies. They don't want to sign a marriage condom, and so they have to move you to another prison because you become a threat to yourself and to others in that facility. So for me getting whooped off the line, that's never happened to me. So I'm being honest. So no.
And I will say, when I was doing my investigation, I was doing my well, yeah, like I was doing my research for this this story right here. Everybody I ran into, I will say, they have had nothing but good things to say about you. I haven't heard one incriminating thing as far as your character and your resume. Your report card came back straight A's for sure. The only place I heard that right there where I felt like I needed to ask you on camera, so you have your, you can have your chance to say, say that out your own mouth. That information came from your co-defendant's family.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
The co-defendant's family, they came and, they're like, he's doing this, he's doing that, he's getting wrote off of different yards. So I wanted to give you that opportunity to be able to tell, everybody yourself.
Like when the rumors don't work, they start telling lies. Meeka, man, I've been in prison for 11 years, and the lines that I walked, a lot of these dudes can walk. The stuff that I've been through, these dudes ain't been through, and the stuff that I did up here, these dudes not gonna do. I'm not boasting and bragging. I'm just on some bigger and better things. You know what I mean? Positivity. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, prevent get my second chance. Get out here. I have nothing to prove to nobody. No nothing. No none of that. Anybody that knows me, you know what I mean? It's all love and it's all respect on my end. You know what I'm saying? And I earned everything that I got out of it.
Yeah.
But now it's just time for me to go home and do something different.
Right. Well, I'm glad that your spirits are up after 11 years and going through what you're going through, sitting here watching somebody, a whole team of people, team up on you. To hear that you're in these great spirits is very refreshing. I will tell you that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Thank you. I mean, I got, great people like you, yourself, you helping me out. And then Gael, this has been this is truly a blessing. And like I say, I'm not down talking, I'm not jealous, I'm not envy, none of that. That's why you hear me. I'm in very good spirit. I feel that I am coming home. And like I said, I'm very grateful for your time. And thank you. I just appreciate everything that you did. So thank you so much.
That's a fact. Yael.
Yo, yes.
So when Clues was out, did y'all like knew each other before?
Oh yeah, man. That's my brother.
My
He's one of the blue guys, man. He's one of the blue guys, man. That's my brother. Uh, he was a real stand-up youngster, man, and I loved him like a brother. You know what I'm saying? Because he stood on the politics and business that I stood on. He was a great and still is a great reflection of how the youth should, conduct themselves when they get into critical situations. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he's taken a page out of the book that me and a few other brothers still follow, he's gonna live a long time. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the reasons why, I had to be a voice for those who quote unquote don't have a voice on this social media platform. You know what I'm saying? The streets is so watered down and diluted in so many different aspects, but it's still real when still standing and still standing on business and still not going against the code and doing shit that's foul to their brothers. And he's one of them. He didn't do none of that. And it was only right that I had to stand up for him, just like he would stand up for me when he was free up on them streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love that.
That's true though. That's really true. I salute you, too. You're a blue guy. I salute you too. I said thank you though, bro. And like I said, I'm gonna continue to push, for it, and y'all do the same, so you're not cut from the same cloth as everybody else. Very, very unique, very different. Sometimes diamond, right? Like pressure, right? This is what I was told. They say pressure, you can let it break you, right? It can break you, or you can let the pressure turn you into a diamond.
Because pressure creates diamonds. So with that being said, if anybody that feel compelled to, help out this brother so he can make sure he get this lawyer to try to get him a second chance at getting into court, it will be in the bar right here. So yes, again, make sure y'all send it. It won't go to me. It's going straight to his funds for his lawyer. So whatever anybody could do would be greatly appreciated by myself, and I know for a fact by Mr. Clues himself and Yael as well. So thank y'all. And you're welcome. And again, I appreciate y'all for coming to tune in. Stay tuned for the next one. Always stay gracious, stay righteous.
Thank you, Meeka. Appreciate you.
Yep. And don't be coming over here with the weird stuff, because this ain't that.
Hold up, I think they said something. Niggas talking about them smacks, but they ain't that nothing. Hold up, I think he fed something. He asking about the numbers on the work, but got no bread nothing. Hold up, I think I read some quotation by his name. That mean a nigga said something. Hold up, I think he like hun. Heard he lacked on the smack. Why you ain't red running? Hold up, hold up,